give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, buddy? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Big D!
Right here in the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. D-Mac, Darren McCarty, back in the fold. What's good, D-Mac?
All good, all good. All good. I'll let you do the intros before I usually step on your toes, but say hi to all the fellas. I have a presentation for the show.
This is what I'm excited about. This is why I'm here today.
All right? Okay. So, last night, I had the honor and privilege, and shout out to everybody who showed up at Bourbon's in Brighton for the Joey Kosher Angels Envy Enforcer Bourbon Barrel whatever. Right now, I'm speaking your language now. But there was
barrel release. Yeah,
there was bourbon involved. There was barrels. There was stuff like that. Shout out Jimmy Swanson, number 12. I know you're watching. But this is, so we had a great time, told some stories. And
hey, what's in the bag?
Well, something that as here on Big D Energy, if you guys don't know. So Terry's in Mondays and Fridays. And in Fridays, you know, like today is Tuesday, right? So it's
Correct.
Rest in Peace Day. Tomorrow is the top five.
Top
Correct.
five breakups.
Top five breakups tomorrow. And on Thursday, we'll have Thursday fights with D-Mac.
Right.
But on Friday, you do a Bourbon Friday. So I am giving you this bottle to the Big D Energy, and you, sir, as my vice president and former president of the Detroit Sports Media, are in charge of this. You may take this home, do whatever
Absolutely.
you want after it makes an appearance on Bourbon Friday. And I'd like to, if you could cut a clip for Joey, he would appreciate that on your what you guys think of it and whatever. I'll tell you this: Angels Envy is usually the 86 proof. Joey's is 110.
Whew. Perfect.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
all I know, I was there for about 3-4 hours last night. When I was walking out, there were some lit motherfuckers.
We'll get a good clip for him on
Yeah, dude.
and send me over like his socials and stuff so we can tag him in it and stuff.
All right. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make that happen, D-Mac. I don't know. Maybe we can do that on Bourbon Friday. No, shout out to Joey,
Shout
man.
out Joey.
Yeah,
Shout out.
absolutely.
Yeah, shout out.
Man.
We had a
and
blast.
Angels Envy. And I'm sorry, what was the name of the spot?
Bourbons.
Bourbons in
Shout out
Brighton.
Bourbons.
Bourbons in
Brighton.
They
man.
did a hell of a
Brighton.
job. Shout out to everybody at Bourbons. What a great night.
Oh, absolutely. No, I appreciate it, man. That means a lot. I'll be actually keeping that. I mean, we'll drink it on Friday, but I'll be keeping that one in the private collection.
Yeah, that might
Not a
be
bad
one
idea
of your
for that.
Yeah.
Sundays.
Spencer Raxter in the building.
Hello.
What's up? Hey, Spenny. Sorry.
What? Oh yeah.
Hey, you understand? It's a business.
Yep.
And they had to let you go, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, it sucks. You know, obviously wanted to play for the hometown team, but have fun. Thank you for the Lions for giving me a second chance, let alone drafting me as well. So thank you. I really appreciate it, and I'll be fine. I'll go make a veteran minimum for the Browns or something.
Well, see
like
if you can, because of the offset in your language, see if you can get a little more so you can save us a couple more bucks.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
See what
I'll
you
try.
can do.
I'll try to get like a $3 million.
There we go.
2 years, $6 million from somebody.
Spenny, baby.
I got you.
Grammy, baby.
I
Let's
got
go. No, you know what crushes me the most about it, though, Spenny? We had it all lined up for next training camp.
Yep.
We were going to do you and Graham full uniform side by side. It was happening.
It was going to be awesome. Yeah, it sucks.
They just didn't want to see it, Neal. They were like they knew your plans, and they were like, we can't give them that much content.
Yeah, it sucks. But maybe Graham, I could maybe get in a Counter-Strike lobby with him, and we could do an interview over Twitch or something like that.
That would be pretty sweet.
Shout out Graham Glasgow. He gave us some very, very solid play over 2 stints with the Lions, and unfortunately, the years started to wear on him a little bit, and the money didn't add up for the play we were getting, so we moved on. But obviously, he liked it here. We liked him here. He's a cool guy. He was a great teammate to everybody. They all love him. So
He messed with Woodward a little bit.
Messed with Woodward, yeah. Always showed us some love. So shout out to Graham.
No, and that is true, and I think that gets lost in all this sometimes because Graham was a guy that fans gave him a hard time there towards the end. But when you think about it, D-Mac, when you're when you're a backup reserve, like veteran offensive lineman that's down towards the end, you're only going into bad situations.
Yeah, ain't that the truth, right? Like,
You know what I'm saying?
and
Like,
they're in a position where we don't recognize the good things they do, only the bad things they do when they miss it out. And you know, is Graham Glasgow? We see this. He's not the first one. He's not the last one. You see, playing on that line, either which side of it takes years off your career, and at the end of it, it usually doesn't end well.
right. I mean, always in a bad spot.
So, I think all things can be true in this case. As far as thank you for your service, he's a good dude. It's Benny, like he's a dude you want to grab a beer with.
Yep,
and he's
for sure.
Like
I would for
or
sure
watch
sign
a
beers.
game, or who he reminds me of. He's got a little bit like Goop, but TJ Lang.
Yeah.
And if you know TJ Lang at all, he's just the greatest dude. And you just like have fun. He seems like not just look like Spencer, but when you're around Spencer,
You're gonna have fun.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun, or you're gonna laugh, or I bet you he's got a cackle too.
I would love to slam beers with TJ Lang and Graham Glasgow.
Oh, I can make the TJ Lang one happen. bro.
TJ Lang's the man.
Yeah, dude. TJ, you hear that? Spenny wants to proud. I know. I know you're doing it right now, but
I can
out
out-chug you, Teej.
Let him
hey,
know where to pull
I'll
up.
try to get him down on opening day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Spencer Raxter Day.
I remember he was like
He's
the
a great
first,
dude.
like, outside of you guys, like, celebrity that recognized me and Easy. Like, we were doing.
Oh, he's dialed in, bro.
Yeah, we were doing something. It was something for. It was the midnight release for Hard Knocks when the Lions were on Hard Knocks. It was like the release for the first show. They played it at Imagine, and Herman Moore got me and Easy some tickets, so we went. And TJ was there.
Ooh.
And
Hold
he was
on a
like-
sec. Hold on a sec. Let me lean down and pick up that name.
Yeah. Sorry, Uncle Herman gave us some tickets, but TJ was there doing like a meet and greet with the fans and stuff, and I'd buy him a beer, we go over there, he's like, oh, heavyweights. I was like, oh, dude, that's fucking cool.
That is
Dude,
pretty- that's
heavyweights,
cool.
even back in the
The infancy.
they weren't
Yeah.
heavyweights yet.
They were baby heavyweights.
They were still gotta. What was it? What's the famous line? The one I love. You gotta make a name for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there, get your thoughts out there, and if you want to skip the line, you can use Super Chat. Do all of that. DNC ENT Spenny's just going to have to go to Cleveland in a Glasgow Lions uniform and take a for and after picture
Yeah, there you
with
go.
Cleveland Glasgow.
That'd be funny.
That'd be good.
He's got gray hair and shit.
Yeah. All right, jump into that chat. We got the Super Chats piling up, all of it. The Generational Alex is here
sir.
as well. Now, wait a minute. So Alex...
Did you say degenerational?
Yeah, the generational Alex.
The generational.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
He would have definitely had 9 passing touchdowns. But anyway,
sure.
though, so he has already assumed KG's role in that he is sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
I'm sitting in the chair.
He's got his own white people.
Damon's
fair
my
enough.
white person for
Yeah.
the day.
So Damon,
What's up?
man? How are you doing?
Pretty good about yourself.
Pretty good, thank you. You got the old the Michigan hat on, huh?
Yes, yeah. Just got it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Did you get that after Bryce's 9th touchdown pass or 11th touchdown pass?
Oh, Damon, you
Long after the season.
Long after the season. So before his 12th touchdown pass, but after his 11th touchdown pass.
Well, I got it the day of the Michigan and Duke game.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Welcome, Damon. Good to have you. You've been in here before?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's right. I know people have been like moving around and stuff like that. Nitty gritty in the super chat. No more Demo, but we always have D-Mac.
Facts.
So D-Mac is still here.
Props.
He has not been traded.
Dude, as you can see, I'm never going anywhere. I'm a lifer, man.
Michael Weary in the super chat. Neal, what happened to Oakland? U of D killed them. Well, like I said, we had only won 22 out of 26. We couldn't win 23 out of 27.
it happens.
You got to let them win sometimes.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can have a rivalry. Mark Montgomery said that. Said, hey, you got to win at some point if you want it to be a rivalry. So there it was. Labartney in the super duper chat. Shout out Woodward Sports BDE. Nick's overdue 40 in the chat. Totally missed the morning crew, but I'm sure they were late. And Maz had a commie meltdown. Yes, Labartney, and yes.
Yeah,
I got a lot of WSN catching up to do. $20 in the super duper chat. Rest in peace Tuesday. Rest in peace LCA scoreboard, horn, and sound guy.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was the most
That was a
Detroit
good
shit
one.
I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
My boy, I saw my boy Kevin Grigg on the TV screen in the cooker, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit. We've all been there, brother. It is not a fun place.
No, it is not. Because everybody's been there at least once, especially in this business.
Oh, yeah.
It's happened to you.
You could feel the tension in the even watching the game. You could feel the tension in the arena when it happened because I think everybody
Oh, you were there?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
But I had friends who were there, and they were like, "Yeah, everyone was sweating for the horn guy."
was so tough.
Everybody knew, well, jump on Indeed tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, it was so tough. Steve Wilds, let's trade Neal for a hot female host. Throw in Spenmo if you want to. What do you think, Spenny?
I don't think that would be a good return for Big D Energy.
Not him. Steve Wilds says it is.
Hey, maybe it is.
Steve Wilds also thinks that they traded 3 third-round picks to get Tesla too. He also thinks that.
That what?
So, I can't. I've tried to help him on the morning show, but he just couldn't be helped.
Some people can't.
You could, but you know what though, Alex? I can lay my head on my pillow tonight knowing that I did the best I could for Steve Wilds to help him.
Yeah.
But he's beyond help.
You tried. You
You
tried.
lead a horse to water. You can't make
100%.
Yeah.
And I this morning had to let that go.
Yeah. You
And
try to help everyone, Neal.
I do.
I know this.
D-Mac, I do try to help everybody.
100%.
Some people you just can't reach, and that's the most frustrating
How can
part
I
about
reach
this.
these
How can I reach these kids?
Yeah, but here's the mentality, right? Quit trying to force the ones you're looking at, and don't forget that there's ones behind you waving their hands that want the truth and want the change. So,
True.
So focus on them. Some people, it doesn't matter what it is. They just like to be contrarian, as they say.
Woodward Sports Chat Thread, Soccer Night in Detroit. Neal, shout out on Oakland recruiting Rip Hamilton's son. Yes. Deuce Hamilton, as a matter of fact. Saw that on the social medias yesterday.
I want to do a quick shout out for
Yes,
shout out to One Piece because One Piece has officially surpassed over 600 million sales, which is selling more than all of Superman's 18,000 issues combined. So
Shout out One
One
Piece.
Piece is now the highest selling comic book in the history of mankind. So,
But what's its first copy worth?
I've got not much. I've got one, not like the original release, but just the first chapter. I bought one for myself, and I bought one for my niece.
And it's still going.
Yep, still going strong.
So we have a lot to get to, obviously. The Lions thing, have you guys sensed this, that the Lions are taking the bandwidth again? Like the whole bandwidth
Oh yeah,
of
NFL's
everything?
back.
Because
Whenever they want it.
Come
on,
on, all
man.
eyes
It's-
on me.
Yeah.
All eyes on Brad.
Brad's
Brad's got
crazy.
that. He's ready to swing. He's pulling that bat back. Brad is ready to swing. And for Brad's sake, I hope he hits it out of the park.
Mike G, intern Alex is a leader and best in the massage chair.
Thank you, Mike G. Shout out Mike G. That's my guy.
So, it is. There's a lot to get to. Red Wings had a nice win yesterday as well. But, yeah, we will get into all of it. And let's talk about BlackRock.
I will tell them about BlackRock. Listen, BlackRock isn't just a place where you can take your date and have a great experience. You can also go just sit at the bar, eat some ribs, enjoy their happy hour specials. You got daily specials on different food and stuff like that. So go to blackrockrestaurants.com to find a location near you today. It's BlackRock.
Joey Big Bro.
Whoa, big baller.
Have everything you need to get stronger just around the corner. You can give everything you've got.
Just 30 more seconds.
With over 2,800 locations, there's always a Planet Fitness near you. Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See what you got.
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce. your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
What's up, everybody? Neal Ruhl for Planet Fitness. Remember, Planet Fitness is for everyone. Almost 3,000 Planet Fitni around the world. There's over 50 in Metro Detroit alone. The Black Card option still just $24.99 a month. What in your life has stayed the same price over the last couple years? The Black Card option at Planet Fitness. I've been a member there going on 4 years. I'll never be a member at another gym. That's just a fact. I see a gym outside the door here 3 times as much as Planet Fitness. Not as much weights, not as much cardio equipment. Like, what are we talking about here, guys? Go to planetfitness.com. We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness. All right, we are off and running. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty. Intern Damon in the house, Spencer Raxta, the generational Alex, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Subscribe. We cracked that 102,000 subscriber mark. Steve Wild, somehow we didn't use 3/3 to draft Tesla. We had a third-round swap pick. Our third in 2026 was swap with a 6, and we threw in our comp third 2026. And that doesn't equal 3. No, it doesn't. Because we moved up and got a better third-round pick. Third for third, right? Mm-hmm. Third for third. Improved the third. Gave them a comp pick, that third-round comp pick we had. Yes, we did move one third-round pick, and then we pick-swapped a third round for a 6th round. Right? Does anybody argue that?
No.
Spenny, I'm running it by you. Do you argue that?
That's what happened.
Is that, quote, 3/3 gone?
No.
Okay.
Redistributed.
That's all I wanted to know, including moving up by 30 with one of them. Mm-hmm. Okay, I just wanted that.
We can't technically give away a third-round pick while also having a third-round pick. Like, at the end of the day, we had a third-round pick, so obviously we didn't give them all away.
Made it better. So that's it. So that's my point. But anyway, though, we're into it. And, like, look, there's a ton of Lion stuff. I did want to talk about the Wings. Here, D-Mac, all I know is this. January, February, Red Wings, April. Undefeated in March. The Dragon's been slayed. Here we go.
Well, I don't know about it's been slayed, but we have more wins than we have in combined in the last couple of years at this point, and this is always going to be the tough stretch. And so far 3 games. It's tough to start back away, after a break like that, but to come back and win the way that they did yesterday, they're taking care of it. They won 2 of the 3 games. I mean, you can accept the game. It was always going to be a wash Saturday night in Carolina.
Because it's always a wash.
And just the way that team plays. And I think that what you've seen, though, is, to me right now, Todd McClellan reminds me of one of those, like, I'm going to throw a name out that only Maz would probably, you'll know it, Eddie Arcaro, right? Famous jockey. Because that's what Todd McClellan is right now. He's sitting on these horses, right? And he knows, and he used what he's been doing is it's almost like he uses that as a teaching experience and to come out and call the guys out. Last night, he did the Scotty Bowman bingo balls, right? It's just throw them up and let's throw the lines out, but you got to allow it, and it worked, and you got some offense. Appleton got on the board for his line with getting Finney start the game, so that's what you want. You saw Marco Kasper. Marco Kasper last night was the Marco Kasper that we need. Yeah. So the only question, obviously, everybody's holding their breath when John Gibson goes down and goes out. Shout out to Cam Talbot being a pro and coming in and solidifying that win. But, Spenny, you were saying that it doesn't sound like it's too bad.
Yeah, it sounded like it was just a stinger, nothing too crazy. We got Tom McClellan on it if you guys want to hear it, but he was just saying he's up and around and moving, and he just had a stinger in the shoulder. Got some numbness.
Yeah, you can play that in a sec. But here's the luxury now. If that was sort of happen, and like I said, is that you're probably going to see Sebastian Costa a little earlier than you thought, which is when you want him. Now I want John Gibson in there, but it's not the end of the world. So big week. You see the trades are starting to happen and stuff like that, and you got to believe that this is the busiest week for Steve Yzerman in his tenure right now. So I have faith that, and I don't think it's going to be a big splash, although I hope maybe a Vincent Trocheck, somebody like that, but it's going to be some guys that with some experience in the playoffs that are more depth guys, and that's okay because I like what I'm seeing with this team now. Still questionable about they could play a little harder, stuff like that, and they got to find some of that secondary scoring. But yesterday they did what they needed to do against that Nashville team. Spenny, you said it in the back when we were watching the game for a little bit. Like, you need these games. Mm-hmm. This is the difference, right? I don't know if you paid attention, but did you see Florida lost the other night to the Islanders? They tied it up late, and then they let the game-winning goal 30 seconds left. Yep. That's a huge 2 points and get behind them. So that makes it interesting to see, are they buyers or sellers or where are they at? And, the East Division, Neal, seems to be the East Division. But let's bring the Wing-Wheeled Nation all their anxiety about their goaltender. Let's hear from the coach what he said.
On John Gibson, first of all.
Well, obviously he didn't return me after the first. Right at the end of the period, he took a shot up high into the shoulder area, and it was kind of like a stinger, if you will. And when you get those, you don't get the feeling back right away. So I think he's okay now. He's walking around. But we'll have him looked up when we get home.
How important was it, just after what happened Saturday, come back the way you did today?
We've done it all year. We've answered the bell when it hasn't gone real well for us, and expected the group to put in a real good effort. That doesn't always guarantee you a win, but everybody chipped in. We got some 5-on-5 scoring. Makes a big difference.
20 seconds.
Not an easy night for both goaltenders. Obviously, only playing a period for Gibby, and then Telps to come in and pinch hit the way he did was impressive. I liked the energy from all the lines, the way they were compiled. And we'll leave Nashville with 2 points. That's what we came for, so we're happy.
And that was Tom McClellan after the game last night. And, look, D-Mac, for me, and we've already had the first trade domino fall. Our guy, of course, our guy Justin texted this to our little hockey group that we've had some movement in the NHL trade market. Connor Murphy was traded from the Blackhawks to the Oilers for a second-round draft pick. It sounds like the Blackhawks are taking 50% of the contract. So they got out of that.
That's a name that we'd thrown around, a guy that could solidify. But, you look at all these deals that are going down, you're not willing to pay it. Too high of a price, as far as like a second-round pick or whatever like that. And that's what I'm, translating from Steve Yzerman's mind. It doesn't fit in. But we knew that guy was going to move, and that's sort of a guy that you had on your radar you can cross off.
Spenny, I go to you. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear his name getting thrown around with the Red Wings too much, but we'll see what happens.
I'm talking just from a market perspective.
Yeah,
second round pick, 50% of the retention on the contract.
Yeah, if you want to get something done, you're going to have to pay for it. You're not going to get anything cheap.
It is a seller's market, and that's really the gist of what, listening to NHL Network Radio and reading in The Athletic. And I'm talking about like the 30,000-foot national perspective. That's been the overriding message I've heard. So I want everybody to be ready for that. Mm-hmm. It is a seller's market, not a buyer's market. The inventory of players make it that way. So just want that to know. So everybody, start cutting on Steve right now. Feel free. The away fan, join me. I've been having my car flag out. See, somebody had their car flag out and they didn't fall off.
Hey, no.
It's car flag season?
To each his own.
To each their own. Well said. You do you, bud.
Okay.
And it seemed to work.
I saw some discussion in the chat as well about the Trocheck thing. The texter said I would do a first and a third for Trocheck. Is that too rich, Spenny?
No.
What's his contract?
I don't think so.
No, I
What's
would do
the tenure on his contract?
I think he's got it this year and next year.
And
I'll tell you in a second, D-Mac.
yeah, I think it's like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Carry on.
I don't think it's too rich. I think
In a seller's market, I think that's probably legitimate.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good deal.
Trocheck's $5.6 million for this year and 3 following years. So 32,
So
33,
that,
34,
then
35.
100% that's worth it.
Yeah.
Right? Would you, if you had a first round pick, and I don't care, where you're going to pick in the teens or whatever like that, can you draft a Vincent Trocheck?
No.
So, I mean, and the money, Neal, talk about the money.
Seems affordable. My only thing about it is you're going to have him at 35 years old at over $5.5 million.
He's one of so you got to look at it this way too, right? So yes, you have to break that down and say, where does this stand as far as age-wise? But then you look at the intangibles. The intangibles are you're coming home. And what I mean by you're coming home, he played here. Like he played Caesars. He knows, like, this is sort of, and with what is being built now, and you cannot sleep on the fact that the gold medal was just won with Dylan Larkin and stuff, that there's a camaraderie, a locker room thing, understanding, like, he fits more so. He'd be like a supersized cop, not police officer Andrew Cobb. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more offensive ability, but the why I like him is he plays with grit. Neal, why you like him? He's a face-off guy, and he's really good at it, and he's right-handed. So as well as Larkin,
bring him home.
Left-handed.
Say no more.
He's right. He's a right-handed draw man, and he knows his way around his own end.
I was getting upset at Larkin yesterday losing those face-offs at the end of the game.
Yeah, I know.
But we got it done.
Yeah.
So.
No, but so
Detroit
the
sports fans love to bring
intangibles and what
people
he would bring before, and in saying that, there's also an inspiration of it to keep you younger, right? Like, he's gonna play old. He'd be an old 35 if he got stuck in New York with the garbage going on there. You get another chance or whatever, sort of revamp, especially with a team that you can see in the next few years, like legitimacy. I believe you get a guy like a Vincent Trocheck, right? Is that you're even closer to getting to a Stanley Cup. He could be a guy on your team to win championships. Oh, he just proved it with the Team USA gold.
Boy, the Rangers, man. I was convinced they were going to win a cup.
So were they.
Shesterkin, I was like, he's next. I was convinced. It wasn't even. It was more Shesterkin than anybody else. And then all of a sudden, you wake up one day and it's over.
And he's more to the shit of his name.
It was unbelievable, man. I thought for sure, Hoof-hearted, that's way too much for Trocheck.
No,
so,
it's not.
So
It's
there's
not way too much like that. Trocheck is a good pick. He's a good fit. Detroit, we love bringing people home, and they usually always work out. And just to go off of what D-Mac says, he fits the puzzle that maybe Detroit is missing right now.
When I look at it, it's a lot. People are scared of those last couple of years, is because, like you said, you don't want that 34, 35-year-old still lingering on your roster. But when you have a guy like that compared to the guys you have now in that situation, whether it be a Cop or a Comfer,
or a Franz Nielsen when you got here,
or a Franz Nielsen when you got here, is
for $6 million.
Vinny Trocheck will always be able to win faceoffs, and that is such an important skill to have. Like, you have Comfer in the situation where he's on the back end of his contract and he's ass and he's overpaid, and all he can do is kill penalties. Like, when you have Vinny Trocheck, at least he'll be able to provide a little bit of grit and win faceoffs if it all bottoms out, let alone him still being a pretty good player.
Fair points.
Won't just be another jersey on the team taking up minutes.
Franz Nielsen was making $6 million a year at 36 years old.
Yeah, it's gross.
I'll never forget that. Never.
Before we go to break, I do want to say, speaking of One Piece, Ichiro Oda, the author of One Piece, just announced that he hid a secret treasure, in the real world, that describes what the One Piece is, which is the goal that they're trying to find at the end of the show. So he wrote it down and hid it somewhere in the world for someone to find.
And it's out there now?
And it's out there, yeah.
So is he he's trying to make the manga become a reality?
The One Piece is real.
The One Piece is real.
Why aren't you out trying to find it?
Yeah, I don't got time for that. Or the money, or... I mean, if I had
what would that fetch somebody if they were able to find the, quote, One Piece treasure map or whatever?
A lot of money.
More than a first and a third round pick.
Yeah.
What about if they put in a prospect too, a low-level prospect?
Put in a low-level maybe. I don't know.
All right. Let's take the break then. Talk about Mad Packs.
Mad Packs. Go to getmadpacks.com and find a store near you carrying the best product in the game. You heard of the high-low pre-rolls. You heard of the Boom Shakalaka Tarantulas. But now they've got their own line of concentrates. Their Blue Night Live rosin is elite. Make sure you go check that out. But also, if you're not into the hard stuff, if you just like flour, they've got flour-only pre-rolls now as well. Just good old-fashioned doobies. So make sure you go to getmadpacks.com and find a store near you. Mad Flavor, Mad High, Mad Packs.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Neal Ruhl here for Art and Jake's. You guys already know it's the very best sports bar in the sports bar game. And look, you go there to hang out. You go there to watch sports, all of it. Art and Jake's a great partner in the community as well. They're the premier sponsor for the Romeo Lions Club St. Baldrick Festival. That's happening Saturday, March 14th in downtown Romeo. An incredible event where brave volunteers shave their heads to fund childhood cancer research. You can get involved right now. Go to romeosb.com and you can join the team and get your head shaved. Or if you want to keep your hair, but you still want to help out, you can scan the special Art and Jake's QR code on the screen right now. Donate directly to the Art and Jake's team. Let's help them crush that goal. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting of fine dining flavor. All right, back at it, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter here in the building, Damon, the generational Alex, and a very special guest here as well. They got something pretty cool going on. They've done a lot of really neat community events that people have showed out for, that people have loved to be a part of.
Shout out to Skate Jam.
Skate Jam. Yeah. I'm going to ask them about that,
was awesome.
as a matter of fact, because they do these things, man, that nobody else really thinks about. But we have here in studio our guy, Mr. Raymond Abro, the COO.
Shout out.
What's up, brother? You good, man?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Absolutely.
Good.
Everything's...
Got the big boss in today.
Yeah, absolutely. Raymond, good to see you again, my friend.
Yeah.
What you guys are going to put in there exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Hold the mic. I got a towel.
There you go. Thanks, Raymond.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see you
I got
again,
some
man.
goodies for you guys, but whatever. What's good with you guys? How's life?
Oh, man, everything's cool, brother. Everything's cool for sure. I did want to bring you on today, though. We were going to talk about you guys. You guys are like the king of cool events.
Oh, that's
you did like the skate jam,
Yeah.
right? You guys, you did all that, Spencer.
We did the rail jam.
The
that
rail
was
jam.
my favorite.
Yeah.
To bring the snow in and get the skiers and the snowboarders in there. But I didn't the second skate jam. I think you guys were there, right? We had we had a good time over there. That was sick.
It was.
The tricks and the moves, and I think we had a better talent at the skate jam. But still, the snow jam was unreal for me to put that together.
Is it one thing, like you said, as you do these things, and a lot of things you're setting sort of the market on it, right? Like things that hadn't been done or whatever. There are things that you learn because you're always innovating. Like we're going to talk about what you got coming up with the basketball and stuff like this. But the one thing about JARS is JARS, there's not getting less of them.
Right.
There's getting more.
There's
of them.
one in your neighborhood.
And
That's the
there's
moral
one
of the
in
story. Yeah.
One in your neighborhood, and shout out to the one you just put at the end of my street there
Shout
at
out.
12 and at 12 Mile and 75.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that, and Mikey and everybody. But the fact is, like when you do these things, because it is so community oriented, is it things that you learn on how to do it better, how to do the different things? Like, how do you decide on you're going to do a skate jam, you're going to do a rail jam, you're going to do like a basketball track? How does that come about?
Well, I just sit in my chair, and then the creative team, Stephanie, who leads that, comes to the table with an idea, and I'm like, all right, well, this makes no sense for cannabis, but let's do it because it really brings the community together. That's what we enjoy about it, right? We talk about community engagement, but it's just cool to see it come together because you're like, man, we're going to do this, we're going to spend this money, and at the end of the day, when you're sitting with the boards, like, how does that bring us return? Well, it really doesn't, right? It's more just for fun and bring the community together and let everybody know, like, we're not just here. We want to be here. We want to show some fun and excitement and energy into whatever we're doing.
We're not just here. We're in here.
We're part of it. You know, and we can. And I think the number one thing is, and you don't just talk about it, but you be about it. Is that you care?
Yeah, I do.
It matters to you. Like your community matters to you. No doubt.
Absolutely. It's hard to come into a neighborhood you've never been in and say, hey, come shop with me.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Let's get involved a little bit, you know?
Raymond Abro, the COO, the OG, I guess you could say, of JARS Cannabis here in the house.
I've been out here.
Yeah, they got something pretty cool going on over on the west side of the state, as a matter of fact. JARS is hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament in West Michigan. You and your team can compete for $4,000 in cash. The pre-qualifier Saturday, March 7th, so that's coming up. The finals are Wednesday, March 11th at Van Andel Arena. That's where the Grand Rapids Gold G League team plays. You can go to jarscannabis.com/3v3. Get your squad up and roll out and take a crack at $4,000 in cash. But that's another cool partnership you guys have with the Grand Rapids Gold.
But that 4,000 doesn't sound as nice when you say it. On paper, it looks nice.
Or stats.
But it doesn't sound that good, right?
Yeah. No, it's.
Well, how does the prize pool go with the 4,000? Allie? $1,000 per player. To the first place team? That doesn't sound good. Well, let's make it. Let's change it.
Okay.
Let's make it a $15,000 prize pool.
Oh. Okay. So
we'll do 10 for first.
Okay.
And then 5 for second.
So there you go. All
that
right.
makes it a little bit more exciting, I think.
You think?
Okay, so $15,000 up for grabs. Get your
I mean,
squad. Hey, can you hoop? Can you guys hoop out there? Joey, can you hoop? Spenny, how are you?
Hey, I'm a Division 3 IM champion. You know, I can
Spenny. I'm looking around this room. We might be some subs.
I got some.
Why don't you let me know when you're going to bring the ice to go on, and then we may put a team together.
We'll do the ice next. That's not a bad idea. We should do the ice.
There you go.
So everybody in the chat right now, if you got the skills, man, if you got the squad, you can come out and do it. $15,000 up for jab. Again, that's Saturday, March 7th. That's a pre-qualifier. The finals are Wednesday, March 11th at Van Andel Arena, where you'll be playing for your share of $15,000 in front of a crowd, in front of the G League. So, hey, if you're like that, you'll get there. jarscannabis.com/3v3 to sign up today.
So I spent 14 years in Grand Rapids, but my earlier years in life, that's where I started my career. 14 years is I love that city. It's a great city, great people. And to be in partnership with the Grand Rapids Gold is a huge plus for us, right? We can't get into the professional side, right? But they were kind enough to let us, showcase that we are a brand, right? And we're not just a drug, right? So it's great to be a part of them. They've been really good to us. I think it's our 3rd year, going on our 4th year maybe. Really excited to keep working with them, and hopefully they'll invite us to the big league as well. And we'll still continue to support anything in Grand Rapids throughout it. So.
I concur. I mean, I spent some part of my career over there, and still get over there in the summer times, and the people over there. And I think that the consistency of the JARS brand, with everything that you have from the jungle juices or whatever, the consistency to get the product that you have. If you are over here on this side of the state and you're traveling, you can find what's here over there, and a lot of times that's not the case. But it's also to the relationship, right? It's the people. We say here Woodward Sports, it's we talk sports, but it's about the people. JARS, we do cannabis, but we're also about the people, and that's what you love, and the consistency of showing that.
Robert K in the chat. It's time for me to get up on knee braces, y'all. So.
Hell yeah!
So we love working with you guys. You guys are awesome. It doesn't just feel like a sponsorship or anything. You guys are great people. It's a great collaboration at all times, and it feels like a partnership. And that's what we
Appreciate
look for in
that,
our
man.
cities as well.
Well, that's what it's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
we've always
partnerships.
talked about that, whether it's like local fighters that we get on or stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like we're talking all the sports and everything
Yeah.
like that, but it is, man. It's here. It's this area. It's the state of Michigan. It's all that, man. So
Yeah.
we appreciate you for sure, big bro. No doubt about it.
You know what we did with the Grand Rapids Gold too? If you ever go to a Grand Rapids Gold game, you can get a free product if they hit a certain amount of points. So as long as they score 2 points in a game,
you get free.
you bring in your stuff and you get free product.
Free
right?
jars, yep.
Yeah,
Free
so
jars
yeah, you
cannabis.
just bring in that stuff. So, but
I
we
like
just
their
gotta make
chances.
sure they get to 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like their
Pretty good, yeah, pretty good odds.
Pretty good odds, I think so. So yeah, visit great. It's a great stadium, right? The Van Andel Arena,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
And the crowds are always great. I encourage you guys to get out there and visit and watch them play their games. And when you finish, as long as they score 2 points, come on, stop at any JARS Cannabis location and get a free product.
Absolutely.
Or if you haven't, you might want to get into this 3-on-3 tournament, because I think like 10 grand for first place to drive across the state ain't no big deal.
No
You
doubt.
got the hoops game. Get your team.
I
together.
was always picked second to last in school. And only because one of my friends was the captain. He's like, I'm not going to let you be last, my friend. I was always second to last. That's really what it was.
So one more time, that is right. It's the JARS Cannabis 3-on-3 basketball tournament that's going on over in the west side of the state. Bring your squad, compete for a new updated $15,000 in cash. First place, $10,000, guys.
And I pinned the website to the top of the chat. So
it's right there.
Right there.
You can click right on it. Pre-qualifier Saturday, March 7th. The finals Wednesday, March 11th at Van Andel Arena. That is where the Grand Rapids Gold play in the G League. Go to jarscannabis.com/3v3 to sign up today and get on out there and shoot your shot. Shoot or shoot, man. Shoot or shoot.
So as we said, where is JARS taking over next? What do we have out there? Where to look for some of the new stores coming in the future?
Well, we just launched in D.C. about 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So we took over a store that wasn't doing so well. And funny, we've had customers come in and they shop with us here locally.
That's
and they were
awesome.
just visiting, but we haven't changed the name yet. And they were just so happy to see us with our shirts on because we haven't changed the signage yet. And it's great to see that we are all across, right?
Brand recognized.
Brand recognized. We're expanding wherever we could be. We want to bring JARS everywhere we can. I think we got a great team, and they care about the people that they sell the product to. It's not just a product and a price, right? It's, what are we putting in your hands, and how does it help you? And shit, if you just want to smoke some fire, we got that too.
Yeah, it
doesn't matter.
Literally,
That's what I'm there for.
You walk in, and that's the beauty of it. Not only the relationships with the best, growers and producers in the state and stuff like that to go, but the education you get, no matter what level you are, what you're looking for, or whatever. Go in there and pick one of these bud tenders' brains because they care. That's true.
Lastly, before we let you go here, Caseville Country Boy in the chat. In June, I went for a little road trip to Port Huron and visited JARS Cannabis by the river. Sweet little location. Definitely will return the next time I'm in Port Huron. So there's that out there as well. The streets vibe with you.
The boat week there, sick. Nice. And I've been here my whole life. I never knew about this place. We opened up, and all of a sudden it's boat week, and man, it's crazy. And white boy Rick pulls up his
car?
speedboat. Pulls up the speedboat.
Oh, geez.
That guy's funny.
Raymond, we appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Absolutely. Anytime, man.
I hope to
Pull up
see you guys
anytime.
on the court. I hope you guys come and see the championship, and hopefully somebody gets signed to the Grand Rapids Gold.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Raymond, I just want to tell you before you leave, that skate jam we did, that was my favorite event I have done since working. It was so much fun. You guys took so much care of us. I went in there, pulled some money out of the ATM, a couple $100 because I was going to splurge. The bag I walked out with for like under $100, that kept me going for months.
Yeah.
So appreciate you guys so much.
Well, shout out to all the brands because they do pay for that. So
shout out.
Whenever we do an event, the brands take care of us too.
Raymond Abro, everybody.
Much love, guys.
The
See you
COO of JARS Cannabis. Appreciate
JARS
you, brother.
Cannabis, baby.
Absolutely. There it is, man. There's one near you, guys. You know that for sure. You want to talk about Lady Jane's?
I will. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, D-Mac.
Oh, absolutely. Get to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Walk in, sign in. Before you know it, you're going to look handsome and clean to get that haircut, that scalp massage, a hot lather neck shave, and hot towel treatment. Maybe you can go in and get Little bit of DMAC done there. Bam, bam. Looking good. Take advantage of the $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code on the screen and get the coupon open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Pause the takes for a second because Gold Crown just dropped something that is absolutely unfair. You want to go to JARS Cannabis? Yes, and check out the new Royal Junior Jesters from Gold Crown. 5 pre-rolls, 3.5 grams total, coated in keef. Live resin THC, A infused. These aren't your grandma's hit it twice and hope pre-rolls. These are why am I so locked into this game right now pre-rolls. Perfect for game day, celebrating wins or when your team's down bad. No rolling, no prep, just light it. Michigan made, premium quality. Next time you're at the dispo, like JARS. Ask for Royal Junior Jesters because if you're going to smoke like royalty.
Back at it, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Darren McCarty. Of course, we have the generational Alex here in the building. Spencer Raxter, intern Damon here. He's got his fresh Michigan hat on. What's the name of that logo?
Is it Gruff Wolverine? I know it's Gruff Sparty for Michigan State.
I have to go with that. That sounds accurate.
All right, fair enough.
It's a generational logo.
It is a generational. You could get 11 touchdown passes out of that for an entire season.
Hell, you might even get 12.
No, let's not get
I'm
crazy.
into retro. I like retro stuff. So,
all right, I don't hate on it. That's fair. That's fair. 100%.
Yeah, that's a cool logo.
Yeah, we're cool. It is like for real. It is a cool logo.
You want lemon haze or vanilla kush?
Ooh, I'll take lemon haze.
But we are back at it and doing it up. Woodward Sports chat thread Elgato game blouses. Yeah, they're doing a
15K
3-on-3. Go hoop.
Wow.
Hey, Spenny, you want to hoop?
Yeah, I'll hoop.
I get my shoes back out.
We can get going.
I was number one. I'm talking about that boat night. Boat night goes crazy. So, shout out Port Huron. Shout out boat night.
Shout out boat night.
All right, some other stuff to get to here on the docket. Look, I feel like if you want we talked the hockey, by the way. We did a whole segment on it. So you can listen to the podcast if you want to go back and listen to it wherever you get your podcast right now. But we talked the hockey, and I feel like this is something where there's going to be new information as free agency comes out. And this will we can literally do this topic every single day.
Pretty much.
I do have that feeling. Okay, now knowing what you know, now knowing what the Lions have done, where do you want him to go in the first round now? Exact position. Where do you want him to go now? And hey, when new information presents itself,
you're allowed to change.
You have the right to change your opinion, 100%. Although mine doesn't. But D-Mac, where do you want? What area?
It's got to be.
I don't need a name. I need a philosophy.
Defensive line.
Like edge type thing.
Yeah, like edge. Who's the top edge? And all depends who it is. But I'm leaning more that way because I still, and that's in believing that your center comes from free agency. That's where I'm going. So there's got to be a guy on the opposite side or whatever else that solidifies the push from the defensive line, whatever it is. So that's where I'm leaning right now.
Because I'm still team tackle.
Me too.
And I don't think they're not gonna do anything in free agency to remove me from that stance.
I agree.
So if you say that if they stand put and this is the team until the draft, then I will agree with you.
Yeah.
Then we go. But I just think that for some reason that they're gonna pull the trigger on a free like that free agent center or whatever.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that you said the other day?
Cade Mays.
Yeah. That
Carolina.
more looking into that more makes sort of sense if you believe that, he's your center that can win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. I'm going tackle, and because I don't expect the Lions to have a better draft pick than what they have right now in the next couple of years. And you're not good. You will always be able to find a guard or a good defensive line, maybe not edge rusher, but defensive lineman or a cornerback or something like that in the 20s. Now you're
proven.
at 17. If you have to move up, you got a little bit more ammo that you can maybe throw at somebody to move up a couple if you want to. But I think that you have to go and get your left tackle for the future, whether it's Monroe Freeling.
Or your right tackle.
Or your right tackle. Whether it's Monroe Freeling, which would be my preferred option, whether it's Fano, which I would not like because he's got tiny little baby arms, or whether it's Caden Proctor. I think whoever's there out of those three, you go with. And personally, I would love for it to be Monroe Freeling.
You know what's funny about the Caden Proctor stuff? Because all I heard about was
fat.
He's fat. He's slipping. Remember Mox had him like pushing around 30?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden when you look around, it was 25.
He dropped
then
some
it's
weight.
22. Then it's 19. He's gonna go around 10.
He's
before
gonna
it's all
get,
said and
he'll
done.
be. I mean, it's between him or Monroe Freeling on who's the second tackle or third tackle off the board, I think. So I'm hoping Monroe Freeling is there at 17. I would love for that to happen. And I think he is going to be a prototypical left tackle in the NFL for a long time. And I think you could pencil him in if you get him.
Not a bad pick at all.
Just to bring everybody up to date on it, that this was the ESPN write-up, and it's here in front of me, so this is the one I'm going with. There's a 50-50 split among scouts, and we're talking about Caden Proctor here. 50-50 split among scouts at the Combine on the 6'7", 352-pound Proctor, with some thinking he was a first-rounder, the others seeing him as a day 2 prospect. There's also a debate on his position, with Proctor playing tackle in college but being able to kick inside the guard. Even if he's a guard in the pros, he would provide whatever team, insurance at tackle if you were drafted as a guard. Who lives in that space of versatility?
Yeah, they like it.
We love it.
And he's the one that I would be okay with because his arms aren't tiny. Like when you look at
ain't nothing tiny about it.
When you
big
look
boy.
at Jennings Dunker or you look at Fano,
Bless you.
those Fano, excuse me, however you pronounce it, I think it's Fanu. But those guys are like rumored to be guards because they have short arms. Caden Proctor's is because his kick slide isn't there yet, and it's more technical stuff that he could learn as he gets in the NFL, especially with a guy like Hank Fraley. But Caden Proctor I'd be cool with. I just want a guy that's going to play tackle. I don't want a guard. I want you to sign the best center on the market and then go draft your tackle of the future.
You know what's wild listening and having this conversation? We're talking about position pieces and a couple guys' names maybe, but in years past it's been we need this guy or I want this guy or this guy. Leads me to my question. Have you guys been watching the Combine or paying attention to it?
Spencer's department.
Spenny.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that has elevated, is there a Combine standout that has elevated their position that has made you go, hey, we got to take a look at this guy?
For the Lions?
For the Lions. Because to me, am I right with this? Most of these guys that are being impressive are either guys that are going to go later.
Yeah.
Right? Like some of the running backs or whatever, like later in the draft. It's not like a guy that's coming out in the Combine and going, oh my God, there's a freak of nature. Boom, 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 up the draft. Am I reading that right?
I would agree with, Sonny Styles has vaulted himself into the top 6 like with what he's doing and how good he is. But for around the Lions range, I don't know if we're looking for a riser more than a guy that slips out of the top 15.
Okay.
Like one of those offensive linemen that slips out.
So is there, and as you're talking about, what's this
Sonny Styles?
chunky kid's name?
Oh, Caden Proctor.
Caden Proctor.
Yeah, he's fat. Tubby.
No, but that's it, right? So you're
He's
gonna
that
have
big
half,
boy.
half in, half out, or whatever. And it comes down to Neal brought up the greatest compliment. Who plays in that field of maybe not one, maybe the other, but being versatile to do other things. What I like to hear and what I want to hear, I want to hear guys that have more technical issues than they have physical issues. So you know what? Like
You can fix
You can't
technique.
fix the small arms. You can't fix whatever else, but you can fix some steps and whatever like that. And as long as you see improvement, that's where you have to rely on. And that's where, when we sit back, how important it is a guy like Hank Fraley. And he's still being there. It's so imperative to get both these lines back pushing. Right? Push like dominance like it was a couple years ago. That's when you got a chance. So to your point, that the first round draft pick, no matter who it is, in my opinion, has to be an asset to one of those sides that's visibly to see. Doesn't have to be Pro Bowl or anything like that, but you have to say, okay, we hit on this guy and there's potential.
I'll tell you one thing. If Freeling and Proctor are both gone and he's still there, I would bet my life they draft Keldrick Falk. He is not the guy that I want them to draft, but he is the ultimate Lions edge rusher. He is like super Josh Pascal. Like he's first round Josh Pascal.
No, never, Spenny. No, get him on. I don't want that guy.
I mean, I wouldn't.
What do you mean by that? You say Josh Pascal?
He is an elite run stuffer. He's an elite edge setter. He's a big, versatile guy that can move up and down the defensive line, but he's not great at getting to the quarterback.
Like a Shamar Stewart type thing.
Yeah.
He's just kind of there for like pressure.
So he's more a plugger.
Yeah, he
is a edge setting edge, and that's what the Lions want.
Right. Because what do you need, and what happened more last year than you see the non-negotiables, guys running to the outside, guys breaking containment and stuff like that. So you could be onto something, but it sounds to me, even though it wouldn't be your choice, Spenny, you can understand why
It would be the most Brad Holmes pick. It would make the most sense.
But would it help this team? Would it?
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
Okay.
he's only 20 years old. Like, he's huge. He's got 35-inch arms. He's a freak of nature, but he doesn't have, like, the natural bend or burst that you want to see out of...
no bend.
Yeah, not a lot of bend.
Yeah, and plus, too, most of the mocks don't have him as available by the time the Lions pick.
Yeah, they have
anyway.
him going to Dallas or
Tampa.
Yeah.
They say Tampa's big on him. But, I mean, he fits that bill, right? Like you talk about his game being versatile. His size is versatile. You could pack on
He's
15.
exactly what the Lions want opposite of Hutch.
And if you want to pack 15 more pounds on him, you put him
kick
on the
him in.
line.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Huh?
like Chris Jones-ish.
Yeah.
Obviously, that would be his ultimately high ceiling.
Right.
He's got that lucrativeness that the Lions thrive on, especially like on our lines, both O-line and D-line. I feel like the lucrativeness definitely gives us the, no pun intended, but the edge.
Caseville Country Boy got to go edge 100%. Lions are probably going to have a top 10 pick next year, and we've needed that edge forever. Chief IT Hips, nothing's happening in free agency yet until the Lions restructure Goff and other high-priced
Hey,
players.
I'll bet you whatever you want that the Lions don't have a top 10.
I was about to set that one out there too.
I don't think we have a top 10 pick next year.
Nothing happening in free agency yet until the Lions restructure Goff and other high-priced players. The clock is ticking on that as well. Hey, Chief IT Hips, you do understand that free agency is a week away, right? And you do understand that they're not talking to any free agents yet, right? Like that's not happening.
We don't talk about contracts yet.
Yeah.
Not till it's time.
So the point of the story, Chief, is that they will only do that when something is in place to do it. Because if nothing's in place to do it, then why would you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? I always go back to this phrase all the time.
Don't put the cart in front of the horse.
Humans don't make deals. Deadlines make deals.
Yeah.
Like that's the way the world's worked forever. And that will continue to be the case. Absolutely.
That's a good quote.
This Joey Koser barrel pick. Enforcer's MV2. Like I want to like drink some of it.
That looks
like, right now.
delicious.
You could.
I mean, well, we're all free will, D-Mac. We all could do anything.
You're gonna bust out 110 proof at noon.
Hey, don't say, well, I don't.
On a
drink out of
Tuesday?
the bottle. I was like, look at Raymond brought you a freaking.
Like the color on it, man.
Well, maybe you should just take a nip to see.
Shout out Joey.
See if it's worthy.
And he signed it too. I'll be keeping that.
Cracking a 110 proof seal at noon on a Tuesday is.
It's aggressive.
It's
Honestly,
slippery slope.
you know what that is?
Yeah.
We call that grit.
So
we
old
call
school
that-
D-Mac.
It's aggressive.
It's so old school D-Mac. Actually, that bottle be half done right now.
Yeah, it's also the gateway to problem. Like
and
both
that
things
old-
can be true.
Hey guys, old Neal Ruhl. There he is. Way to go, old Neal Ruhl.
Yeah,
Ruin our parade again, Sven. you know what parade he can't ruin? Opening day, Spencer Raxton.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Oh, man,
Stay
I
out of
can't
the
wait
way.
for opening day.
Tell him about Loom.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's me.
Sorry, I didn't even
Tax
realize.
season stressing you out? Yeah, F that. Take a break at Loom Cannabis. Right now, score 40% off when you spend $80 or more with promo code TAXBREAK80 running now through March 22nd. If you're new to Loom, you'll get a free shake ounce just for stopping in. Plus, first 3 visits come with freebies. Choose a Loom 8, 200 milligram gummy, or a 1 gram cart with just a $20 spend. Find them now at Loom.com or any one of Loom's 41 locations across Michigan.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep,
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join him every Tuesday on Big D Energy and Thursdays on the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, where he offers top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit him at MichiganSportsAndSpine.com or give him a call at 248-426-9944.
All right, back at it, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty. We have Spencer Raxter, intern Damon in, Generational Alex in for KG. That's KG does the work of 2 men, everybody. So we're here doing it right now. Woodward Sports Chat, subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Get into there, get your thoughts out there. And just some reaction to the Lions draft stuff that we were talking about. Rock and Rob, I started late, so I'm watching it from the beginning, and Neal just made a Bryce Underwood reference to Alex. I come to realize Bryce lives in his head rent-free. Well, Rock and Rob, I would turn that the other way, and then I would say that I read numbers off a screen, and it seems to live rent-free in your head. Right? Because what I'm doing is not opinion-based. Can we all agree on that? Is it a fact that he had 11 touchdown passes?
It is a fact
Okay.
he had 11 touchdown passes.
And what do I say? I say he had 11 touchdown passes.
Yes, but it is
and
your...
you guys get all triggered about it.
It's your opinion. It's not the stats. It's when you're like, oh, yeah, he's not generational or that he's not. You have no faith in Bryce Underwood.
No, but does 11 touchdown passes in a season run parallel with being generational?
You know what I'm going to say? Does Tom Brady's first
No.
years
We're
in
not
college-
talking about Tom Brady.
But that's
We're
what I'm
talking about a
saying.
guy that we were told was generational. NFL people didn't think he was generational. He was a 6th-round pick. So again, nice try. Back to the subject matter, Alex. Does 11 passing touchdowns in a season run parallel to being generational after you told everybody, quote, you've never seen a freshman like me,
If
unquote.
I took an 18-year-old
No, Alex, does it run parallel to
it
that?
does not run parallel to that.
We're not
No,
on
it does
Capitol
not.
Hill, Alex. You can't just sit there and filibuster your way out of it. So
Hey,
it
man,
does
I'm
not.
gonna try.
So therefore, I'm presenting facts.
You are presenting
Facts.
facts
Okay.
as I expect Neal Ruhl would.
You mean by reading numbers off a screen?
Reading numbers off a screen with a
Does
slight, there's a slight bias.
Does somebody else read numbers off a screen differently?
Some people might, and some people might just,
Spencer,
read numbers.
How many touch? You know what? Not you. You're a state guy. Damon.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
How many passing touchdowns did Bryce Underwood have last year?
12?
No, wrong. 11.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for
That's
paying attention. I would have got that one right.
Darren
But I'm
McCarty.
never paying attention. 11.
Why do you say it like that?
11 because I got a lot of 11s on me.
Yeah, see, he
Because
sounds
it's 11
excited
'cause
about
it's
it.
one more than 10 and one less than 12.
Yeah, see, he sounds excited about it. There's a little hint of doubt in your voice, Neal, when you say it.
All right, absolutely. All right, let's get caught up with the super chats as well. Where were we? Dante 151. Neal, am I degenerate?
So everyone is coming.
In the super duper chat, Dante 151. Neal, am I a degenerate for staying up to watch Jazz Nuggets last night? Right off the rip, I'll say no because I was locked into it too. All right, next part. LOL. Rest in peace to the people who hate the Pistons and Wings. Last time the Pistons had back-to-back L's was in 2025. Yet the Wings yet to have 2 L's in a row. In regulation, in terms of no points.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that
huge.
stat.
Yeah.
That's
stat.
If playoff team, if they continue that trend.
Facts.
Please.
But because that's the hidden trend in this 3-point game and whatever, as I mentioned before. It's not about wins or OT. It's about your loss column and can you get points.
Labartney in the super chat. Seriously, what's going on with Nick's 40-yard dash?
He's doing it we've said
When?
every time, Labartney, every time you ask, we tell you he's doing it when we go to center line for D-Mac's event.
Okay. Are we streaming it?
Yeah, we'll be there. I mean, we can record it. We'll be there doing it at center line.
Okay.
Heavyweights will be live, and he's going to be doing it from there.
All right.
Tev Sauce in the super chat. Did you guys see our comp pick might be higher than originally thought? I saw a possible third. That would be odd, right?
I mean, it makes sense. We're probably not going to be... We'll probably lose more money than we sign.
Yep. So that's odd. So then they would have a third-round pick.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
And maybe they suspected that. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's almost like the experts are experts at what they do, and
I'm not saying that's the case. I'm just saying, maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
No, seriously. Why does it smell like caca and wee-wees in here?
So yeah, drop a super chat. If you want to skip the line, you can use the super chat in there as well.
Get Neal going, chats. Get Neal going.
Kajobi, Neal, your boy Jokic didn't look so ethical last night. Why is that?
He's been mailing it in.
He needs a night off.
He can't have a night off.
I know,
if he wants to win MVP.
Well, he needs 2 nights off.
He does need 2 nights off.
I think.
But he's been just chucking threes.
Yeah, he's
He shot.
He looks. All bullshit aside, he looks tired.
He does.
Yeah.
He shot more threes in the past 3 games than he has in any 3-game stretch of his career.
Yes.
He looks like he needs a nap. Like the way he plays and just kind of the way he talks.
Yeah, you can
like,
take a week off, miss a couple games. I'm cool with that.
You need a nap, buddy.
So, yeah, it is Rest in Peace Tuesday. We'll be getting to that coming up. Dr. Pierce will join us as well. I want to talk to him about David Montgomery and the whole age 30 running back thing because it seems to be a thing. I want to talk about the science.
Oh, boy.
I want to talk about the science behind
Science.
it. I do. All right, let's do this. Let's take the break. How do you guys want to do this? You want to do Rest in Peace when we come back? Do you want to do my Scuba World Baseball Classic thing? What
Let's
do you
do
want
Rest
to
in Peace, and then we'll piss the people off with Scuba stuff.
What?
It's going to happen.
Why?
He's not pitching in the games.
I
but he is.
Wait, hold on. We'll do Rest in Peace, right? And then we'll come back and talk about the Scuba. And the thing is, the World Base, I don't know if people fully understand that the World Baseball Championships or whatever, the World Game is a little bit different in the rules. And
I'll try to help the people.
And maybe if we read the rules.
I'll try to help
I'm sorry.
Yourself.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
God forbid we do this.
I gotta take it, guys. I'm sorry. It'd be like Bryce Underwood reading the defense in the end.
Oh!
Is that a good one, Neal?
That was a good one.
Oh!
D-Mac, does he live rent-free in your head? Now I'm frazzled. Now where are we going
Now
here?
I'm frazzled.
Sun Cruiser. Thanks. That'll get me back on track, everybody. Let's talk about Sun Cruiser, everyone, because again, these things are incredible. We've had them for a long time here on the network. They're a proud partner of the Detroit Lions, sponsor of the Lions pregame show here at Woodward Sports. Real iced tea, real vodka, really good. Just 100 calories, 4.5% alcohol, no bubbles. And again, good flavor, and you can drink them at any time. I've been drinking them in the wintertime. The record cold, doesn't matter. You can still crack a Sun Cruiser because they do taste that good. Next time you're out grocery shopping, just scoop up a 4-pack of it and give it a try. You'll be back. You will absolutely be back. Sun Cruiser, real iced tea, real vodka, really good.
When you have everything you need to get stronger, just around the corner, you can give everything you've got.
Just 30 more seconds.
With over 2,800 locations, there's always a Planet Fitness near you. Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See what you got.
Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
It's game on at Art & Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art & Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
We talk about sports every day. Wins, losses, pressure, expectations, but real life, that's not always easy. At Woodward Sports, you're never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. No cookie-cutter plan. With 16 locations in Michigan and 2 in Ohio, they make sure getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, visit PurePsychMI.com.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, Spencer Raxter in the building, intern Damon, Generational Alex here as well. And it is time. It is Tuesday to put your people in the sports coffin. That's right. It is a Rest in Peace Tuesday brought to you by Art and Jake's. And as always, Spencer Raxter leading the charge. Spenny, who you putting in the coffin?
I thought about this for a little while. I thought I had a good one, but I'm just going to take the low-hanging fruit. Rest in peace to Sonic and Knuckles. Rest in peace to David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs as a duo. It sucks. We hate to see it. Obviously, you wanted them to be together forever, but unfortunately, that's not always how it works out. So, rest in peace to David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs as a duo. Sonic and Knuckles gave us some great times, but unfortunately, it had to come to an end.
And it did come to an end.
Sadly.
So, I wonder, has Faygo commented? Didn't they have like a flavor or whatever?
They did have a little sponsorship, but I have not heard anything from Faygo yet.
Okay. So, there it was. Good stuff, Spenny. Good
Thanks.
stuff.
Good stuff,
Generational Alex, are you in?
Yep. Hold
All
on.
right.
I dressed for the occasion. On this one. We're all black. We're in mourning.
I like it. That's pretty funny.
I feel like every RIP Tuesday, I somehow go off of what Spenny does. Let's rest in peace to apparently the city of Detroit's hearts. With Demo leaving, it must have been the most the way people have been talking about it. Listen. I love Demo. I've loved Demo since he came here. I've been a Demo defender. I said Demo was one of the best things that ever happened to Detroit in the running back room, but he wasn't happy. He can reach his full potential as an RB1. It is okay. This is part of the job. This is part of the business. Part of the sport is moving on. It is going to find your own your own spot. But man, does this city you're either heartbroken because I've spent the past day online. They're either heartbroken or they're mad at him for taking the trade, and then it doesn't make any sense. But so RIP, I guess, to the hearts of the city of Detroit fans who have just been absolutely shattered by something, by the way, we have known is coming for almost a year. We knew this was coming. It's here. We got a decent package out of it. I'm not a fan of juice, whatever, but we knew it was coming. But I guess if you're cracking open 110 proof whiskey at noon on a Tuesday because of Demo leaving, RIP to your heart, my man.
As opposed to me, who would have done it just to taste it.
You would have done it just
to taste it.
just feel good. But if you're doing it because of Demo leaving, and you knew it was coming, because Neal, did you know it was coming?
At some point, it was always going to end this way. I'll say it like that. It was always going to end this way.
Yeah,
and it did.
People are acting like it was a shock. It wasn't. We knew going to the Texans was a little bit of a shock, but it wasn't a shock that he was leaving.
Fair enough. Intern Damon, you want to jump in on this? You ready for that or not? Anybody you want to put in a coffin in the sports world?
Coffin.
You seem like a nice guy though, so maybe you don't. We'll try it next week.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that one.
All right, cool. No problem. D-Mac, who you putting in the coffin for Rest in Peace? Brought to you by Art and Jakes.
Well, on brand, I'm going to the Lynx. And one of the biggest meltdowns that we saw in golf by a major winner, by a Ryder Cup guy, by a guy you didn't see it coming, but it just goes to show you, like, golf courses, bears trap, water, and I'm talking about Shane Lowry, who gave up a 3-shot lead with 3 holes left after hitting 2 in the water, going double-double, and shout out to, I've actually played with Nico Echeverria. He's around here in the summertime.
Yeah.
Buddies with a bunch of guys, and he plays just unbelievable iron play and whatever. So for him to win his 3rd victory, but Shane Lowry, I'm always interested, and I hate when it's happening. It makes me sick. I almost got to turn it, right? Because I don't want to watch people fail. But after this happens, the way that he and it's a lot easier when you have had success and you've already established yourself, but he handled it like a man, and it'll be interesting to see. I'm always interested now. The adversity is how he bounces back. Does it linger, or does it motivate him and stuff like this? So it's really not putting him in the coffin. I'll put his performance in the coffin from throwing it away. Like in hand with the family there, his brother's flown in from, you know what I'm saying? It was
tough.
Somebody's got to lose. So it was tough to watch, but, he's an Irishman. He's resilient. So I'll be more focused now, Shane Lowry, moving forward to see, how this affected him. And maybe he wins a major this year because of it.
It was
adversity builds character.
It was funny because I was sitting there watching it too, D-Mac, and I was telling my sons, my middle son's kind of gotten into golf, like we play together every now and then, and I was telling him, I said, hey, I showed him like the pictures. I said, your old dad played the bear trap last year, as a matter of fact. He was only 1 over par through those 4 holes. So therefore, your dad's better than a pro. That's what I was trying to drive at. They didn't fall for it, though.
That's generational.
Yeah, they didn't fall for it, though. So
yeah.
I tried, though.
Yeah, but that's true.
It is true.
It's tough.
No, 17 and 15 are hard-ass holes.
Oh, dude.
They're visually intimidating. They're visually intimidating.
Yeah, we played it on the simulator or whatever like that from the bay. It's just a monster.
Yeah.
Hate a hard asshole.
It is, dude. All right.
Do your disclaimer.
Yep. Yeah, we do not promote sexual gratification or the violence upon others in any way. Everything we do is in a satirical and comedic manner. Do not sue us.
Shout out Spenny, keeping Ben Johnson off our backs.
Shout out.
Okay, my rest in peace. Now, this isn't ironclad yet, but if it's being talked about in this fashion already, it's going to happen.
Oh, boy.
We all know it. Rest in peace if they expand the college football playoff to me watching the first round. I will not do it. And I always say, we all talk tough, right? Mm-hmm. NFL has granted another streaming rights to Tubi that's going to charge you $7.99 a month for Tubi now to watch it. I'm not watching that. Yes, you are.
Yeah,
you will.
You're going to pay for it. You're going to watch
Just
it.
like you're going to watch the first round of the playoff.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
And here's how. Here's the why. And Spenny, let me get to it here, and then you circle back.
All right,
Terry. All right. There is talk about expanding the college football playoff to 16 or 24 teams, which, if they did do that, it would, quote, more than likely cut into the weekend currently reserved for the Army-Navy football game. If they do that, I'm out. I'm out of the first round of the playoff. So can we just have one thing that is like for the right reasons, right? That's sacred. And I know that there's people out there, right, that hate it, that say, oh, there's two teams out there running. Mike Gentry hated Army-Navy.
R.I.P. Mike Gentry.
Yeah. And especially now, given the current climate that we're in.
He did hate America.
Can we just leave the Army-Navy game alone and give it its window? You want to put a game on before it? Fine. You want to put a game on after it? Fine. If you change Army-Navy, if you do that, I will not, and does it matter? No. Does one guy in the world matter? But I can put my head on the pillow that night knowing that I didn't sell out, and you did. I'm better than you.
It doesn't do the same effect as the remote you.
No, I
can do it pretty good.
I agree.
You.
Yeah. It's great. No, but Spenny, if they do it, I'm out.
I think there are two things they need to keep sacred. I do think Army and Navy is one of them. I think the Pop-Tart Bowl is the other one. I don't think the Pop-Tart Bowl should be sullied with college football playoff ramifications, because I think it is the one thing that is keeping non-playoff bowl games relevant. So, yeah, keep Army and Navy the same and keep the Pop-Tart Bowl out of the playoff.
Thank you. That's it. Is that too much to ask, D-Mac?
No.
Can we leave, especially given the climate that we're in right now? Please, I'm asking, please, just leave that little 4-hour window.
Also, what's the reasoning of expanding the college football playoffs? To be honest,
You know the answer.
Money.
I know. It's
Alex,
money,
that's
money,
a dumb
money,
question.
Money. Yeah.
That's the dumbest question
Other
you've
than-
ever asked.
You put Alex in timeout.
Yeah.
That was so deep.
You're right.
That was
You're
dumb.
right. God forbid I want a real reason other than money in
that is
in
dumb.
this world.
Sorry, Alex.
For some, put me in the coffin.
Alex, sorry. Okay.
Put me in the coffin.
Alex, you're going in the coffin. Woodward Sports chat thread, Snake Wagoner. Now you will just watch Army Navy and then the playoff games that are on in the other time slots. I will not watch it. If they come in and they take over that Saturday and they boot Army Navy off to some other time, I will not watch the first round of the college football playoff. I'll do a watch party here on Woodward of me not watching it.
It's elite.
I will.
That's elite. Just playing solitaire. Or
100. Yeah, that'll be the screen share.
Reading.
Yeah. I'll read books to you guys.
Here and read. Yeah.
I'll read a book to you guys. I'm not participating in it. That is where I do draw. Every man has his breaking point, right? Every man does. That is mine. I will not do it. Hoof-hearted, they hate America. Yes, they do.
Gentry does. So does Lindsey Hunter.
That is also true. Taylor.
Shout out Uncle Lindsey.
Shout out. Hoof-hearted, leave Murica alone. DNC-ENT, first round will be like San Jose State, Maryland, and Neal will be locked TFN. No, I won't. I am out. Mike G in the chat. Rest in peace, Oakland's dominance in the Horizon League. Go Titans. Oh, rest in peace, Michigan getting the overall number 1 seed if we're going that route, right? Like things that don't matter. Because it doesn't matter.
Till the tournament.
TV made it that way.
Yeah.
So, again, I hope you guys enjoy the little world you all created. I hope you do. I won't be participating in that. And you shouldn't either. But, you don't care about stuff like that.
Don't care about your country.
Nope. Absolutely.
Get on that soapbox, Neal.
Andrew Schmidt, what if Army Navy is the first round and the winner moves on to represent America? Then I'm in.
That'd be cool.
Then he's locked in.
Yep.
That's when Neal gets
as
locked
long
in.
as Army Navy football gets the shine of that day. That's all I'm asking for because they deserve it.
So if they were to expand it, but still give Army Navy
Their 4-hour window.
their day, then you would watch the first round?
Yes, as long as they leave Army Navy's window, and there cannot be games going on at that time.
You're that college football.
The
If you
window.
want Neal Ruhl's participation, that's his terms.
The windows to the walls. I believe they said it best. The Yin Yang twins.
Till the sweat drops down.
Woodward Sports chat thread, sideless in the super chat. Rest in peace to the Detroit fans who whine when we don't re-sign a player and say, why didn't we trade him? Brad did what you wanted, and you're still mad.
That's fair.
I'm wearing all black.
That is fair, no doubt. Yeah. It doesn't have to be politics, guys. It's
Couple
Army
super
Navy.
chats in there if you want to clean those up before we go to
Yes,
break.
sir. Let me do that, and then we will go to break.
Dong.
And I have speaking of America.
America.
Let me see here. Aura Fitness. To all my devil dogs in the chat. Rah. So there's
Shout
that
out.
one in there too. Shout out. Absolutely. And I just did the sideless one, so we're good. I think we're all caught up there. Yes, we are. So we are all caught up. Where are we going? We're going to Ven Johnson Law, right, everybody? Look, justice takes many forms. Whether your justice is it? That was better, wasn't it?
That was better, yeah.
Your that does work pretty good. Whatever your justice is to you, whether it's a settlement, whether it's a verdict, whatever that means, Ven Johnson Law can get you your outcome. You think your insurance company is interested in justice for you? No, but you know who is? Ven. Go to venfights.com, get tough, tenacious trial lawyers, get the fighter, get Ven Johnson Law.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shaq Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
If you're watching earlier, we had the man himself, Raymond Abro, in from JARS, and they announced, attention Hoopers, JARS is hosting a 3-on-3 basketball tournament in West Michigan. Bring your squad to compete for $15,000 in cash. I think he said $10,000 for the winners. Pre-qualifier Saturday, March 7th. You don't have much time. Got to get on it. That'll be Saturday, and finals are next Wednesday, March 11th at Van Andel Arena, where the home of the Grand Rapids Gold. So if you want to get involved, go to jarscannabis.com/3v3 to sign up today and get yourself some cheddar.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, Spencer Raxter in the building, intern Damon, Generational Alex, 4KG, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Get into there. Get your thoughts out there. Speaking of the NCAA tournament, Spenny, the week of the tournament, I think Tuesday the 16th, Jack Golke's going to come on.
Shout out.
We'll talk about the NCAA tournament.
Nice.
Yeah. It's the only day in his schedule. He's playing in the G League now for the Dallas, Texas Legends. So, was rapping with him yesterday, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, he's going to pop on. He loves Woodward, man.
Yeah,
he
Jack's
does.
the man.
Yeah, he really loves Woodward. Okay, D-Mac, you're a big baseball guy. They're going into World Baseball Classic hype overload. Team USA is playing the San Francisco Giants today in an exhibition game at 3 o'clock on ESPN, by the way.
Shout out.
But it is
good.
time.
I'll turn that on while I'm hitting balls. Cool.
I don't like the early returns of this from Detroit fans, especially on social media. So I wanted to put it to the people here and gauge reaction from our audience. So Bob Nightingale, and he wasn't the only one. There were a lot of outlets that sent this out. So the plan for Tarek Skubal in the World Baseball Classic, he's going to throw about 55-ish pitches, could be a little bit more than that, against Great Britain in the second game of the World Baseball Classic. Then he's going to return to Lakeland to rejoin the Tigers. So thank you for that, Spenny.
Got you.
Thank you for that.
They're not falling for it.
I just want to know where the people are at with that. Is that cool with you? Are you mad? I have very good friends of mine, two of them as a matter of, in my Alavila text thread that said, quote, why go at all?
Yeah.
Why should Skubal even go at all? If it doesn't mean anything to you, why go? To whereas I would say, if he's going to do this in front of free agency, are they chasing a World Series?
They are.
If he's going to do this,
chasing a contract too, must mean a lot to him.
Must mean a lot to him, right? Like a hell of a lot. But hey, I keep hearing people say, well, if he's only going to throw that many pitches, then why bother going? So, D-Mac?
No, I mean, I think that, to be able to represent your country, and no matter what platform, but go out and I like it because he knows what mission at hand. Do you think there's going to be a lot of strikes thrown? You think he's going to be like hammer down, right? Like just get at it. I have no problem with it right now with this and the fact that it's early in the season, so they're protecting all these pitchers. So it'll be interesting to see. You won't have to let them work into a game, right? Like, then we're talking about Skubal, so granted, he got by the 5th, but let's say it's Sunday Night Baseball. We're watching him pitch a gem or whatever like that. He knows what he's going out there to do. And I think that when you represent your country or get the opportunity to have the best of your country in the same spot, they're going to show out, against each other. You don't think there's no competition that Skubal wants to outshine all the other guys, like in a competitive way of helping them win. So, I mean, I have no problem with it. Right, I have no problem. You're not gonna get hung out to dry. You're not gonna throw your arm out and ruin yourself for your team or whatever like that. If it's mission accomplished, he's only gonna pitch one game.
What about he's only going there to pitch one game? How about you put somebody else on the roster? To where I would say, hey, Clayton Kershaw's on the roster. He doesn't even pitch anymore in the majors. He's retired. Clayton Kershaw's in the World Baseball Classic. I'd rather have Skubal there pitching one time than Clayton Kershaw pitching.
Well, I mean,
period.
It's an all-star team, too. It's not that you need a whole plunk of guys. And why doesn't Skubal get to do that if that's what's called upon him? Do you not understand that, hey, Tarek, this is what we need. We need one game, and we need 55 pitchers. Okay, let's go out and let me help you sort of win.
God forbid he wants to put USA on his back and
just
play for his country.
Blow me 6969 in
Shout
the
out.
chat. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Skubal only pitching in one game is basically the one kid that only writes his name on the paper in the group project to still get points. Well, you know what else is funny about that? There's only going to be about 3 pitchers that pitch 2 games in total. Period. Like people think this thing goes on.
Are you mad that he's not pitching 2 games? Like I'm like, you got your country, you got whatever like this. Dial it up. You good enough team. Pitch, like
you want
move on. I don't have to
4
worry.
games
I'd be
off
even
3 days rest.
I'd be even more worried if it was like, he's slated for here and then he's slated for another regular season start. Wait, you haven't pitched for your own team yet.
Mm-hmm. And here's the caveat: is so let's say he were to go out there and pitch more than 55 pitches or what the people want, then he comes to us. God forbid he has a bad game. Then everyone's going, well, maybe he should have only pitched less over there. It's Detroit fans being Detroit fans. Love you all. Shout out Detroit fans, but calm down.
Mike G in the chat, don't overwork Skubal. He needs to be fresh when we trade him. Spenny, where are you at with it? Are you mad he's taking up someone's roster spot?
No, I'm excited to see him put on the stars and straps. We're not going to need anybody to really pitch any games until we play Japan because we're going to blow teams out 15-2. Like, have you seen that lineup they're putting out there? But no, I mean, it's what happens. This is how the World Baseball Classic works.
And, by the way, too, because from what I saw, all the reactions, basically Paul Skeens was Captain America, and Tarek Skubal was awful for going there to pitch a game. And to be honest with you, as a Tigers fan, number one, knowing that this is 99.999% our last ride with Skubal, right?
Yeah.
I don't want him to go there. I don't, unless he wants to and he's got it worked into his workload. Because I think Tarek Skubal knows what he needs to do to get ready for a season. His back-to-back Cy Young Award suggests that he does, right? That's what it is. And he's probably working this into that, which, if that's what he wants to do, he's earned that right to go do what he wants to do. He's won back-to-back Cy Young Awards. But for the people that are like, Paul Skeens is Captain America, guess what, guys? Paul Skeens is only going to throw 65 pitches in the first game he pitches in pool play. You know why? Because there's an innings limit. in pool play.
Oh, is there a deal? There's
There
rules?
is. Yeah, you
Crazy.
probably didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Gotta-
it's really, really weird.
Gotta read the rules. I know it's a lost art, nowadays, reading the rules, knowing the rule books.
It's just the pushback on Scooble, even from like the people in this town, man, just that got me fired up a little bit, man. It just did. So
First they didn't want us to pay him. Now they don't want him to go play for his country. But then when he leaves in a year or even before that, but we loved him. We needed him. Where was the love? Where was the love when Scooble wanted to do what Scooble wanted to do?
Blow me 6969 as a Tigers fan, this news is great, but I'd like for him to actually show out against the world. He's starting a game.
He's going to go strike out Jazz Chisholm like 4 times.
Right.
Probably twice, but he'll probably only see him twice.
Show out against the world. Well, why don't you watch when Michael Waka pitches then?
This is about to be the biggest ass whooping the USA has given Great Britain since the Revolutionary War.
Give it the Eagle.
RJ Graham, I'm down here in Houston. Saturday night Scooble is starting. I just got my ticket in the nosebleed to the game for $49. Lower bowl tickets are $250. So, all right. RJ Graham, represent USA, Scooble. So there it is. Guys, we don't do the politics. We don't. So if you want that, go somewhere else. You're not going to get it here, dude. You're just not. So there you go. All right, let's take the break. Tell them about Buddies. Oh, Neal, tell them about Buddies. Okay, I will. Buddies Pizza, everybody. You guys already know. Nothing divisive about Buddies Pizza.
No.
When you're in a room, everybody loves Buddies Pizza. Why not? They invented the Detroit-style pizza game. So guess what? If you have a bunch of people in a room together for a big event, you need to go to buddiespizza.com. Check out the Buddies catering options. Get that Buddies Pizza, the pasta, the salads, the breadsticks. It's all out there for you. Use the promo code Woodward20, by the way, for your catering order at $200 or more. You'll save 20%. Boom, that's like picking up some free pizzas for the squad as well. Go to buddiespizza.com. No one says no to Buddies, everybody. The original Detroit-style pizza since 1946. Neal Ruhl here for Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. That's right. When a rivalry tips off, you need a beer that can go all 40 minutes, and that beer is Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. Woodward Sports will be back at it at Art and Jake's for round 2 of the Michigan State Hoops Watch Party. Cherry will be there riding shotgun for the whole thing. That's out there in Northville, by the way. Get $5 shorts of Sam Adams Cherry Wheat at any Art and Jake's location across Michigan on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Light, refreshing, brewed with real Michigan cherries, smooth enough to sip all game long. Win or lose, Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. Please drink responsibly.
Wheat.
Coming down the stretch here, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Spencer Raxter in the building. We also have, of course, Generational Alex, intern Damon here in the booth as well. He's got the retro Michigan hat on, so he's fired up right now. And Woodward Sports Super Chat, if you want to skip the line, Dante151. Can we all agree that Jerkson Prosfar is the biggest idiot in the history of the MLB? Got caught with PEDs for a second time, and he could be suspended for all 162 games.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
so fortunate.
Jerkson Prosfar. He was like going to be the next thing, and just never.
Well, obviously he was on PEDs.
never really got to that. So, that's a tough look for him, no doubt. So, I'm curious, just real quick. I know we're scheduled to talk to Doc too. Is Doc on by the chance?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
No, I do not see him yet.
So as far as Profar goes, where was he at? And you got to go all the way. And he's been in the league for a decade? Over a decade? That's crazy, man. Career earnings for him. He has made $42.5 million.
That's crazy.
I would have done it too.
More than I made.
I would have done it too. Woodward Sports Chat thread. Got to respect Neal. The world could be burning around him. He'll be in a bunker talking Tigers baseball. Got to respect it. That's from Resurrection Season. I don't do there's a separate price tag to do the politics talk, D-Mac.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
There is a price tag.
It's high.
I would be
on everything.
Yeah, I would be willing to do it.
It's a high risk, high reward kind of situation, you know.
Correct. So, it is out there. It's available. Rodney Smiley, Neal, bro, where is KG, bro? He's got something going on, right? He took 2 days off.
He'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, he's back tomorrow.
Sorry, guys. I mean, I know me and KG look a lot alike, but I'm doing my best here.
Yes. So, all right, we're waiting for Dr. Pierce to pop on, but Pistons do play tonight, right?
Yes.
Pistons. Why am I feeling like everybody's like waiting for
something bad to happen?
Yeah. Like, I mean,
I was just going to bring that up, D-Mac.
Like, it's
Detroit.
like, relax. I mean, it's sort of like this is where they're
Pistons
at,
at
and this is where the season is. And yes, I think since the All-Star break, maybe it's a little bit, like, I don't know, sloppier, right? Or just not that 48-minute game that we've seen before, but they're still doing it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they're finding it out. And I trust JB enough to whatever it is that you're feeling. And if you don't feel it from him or hear it from him, then don't worry about it.
They have lost once since the All-Star break.
And doesn't it feel like the sky's falling?
Yeah, it's really wild.
The season ended. We watched the Spurs season.
And is that where we're at now with this team? Because, like, we just take for granted they take care of business, and then we get really super bummed and ass hurt when, like, a team like San Antonio or Wemby comes in because, I mean, I don't know. Did you see the stat earlier about the odds of winning the championship?
Yeah, we're low.
Top three odds were on the West,
right.
And we're 15-1. I mean, at 15-1, and yeah, whatever else, but this team has more of an opportunity. I like that number where we're sitting at right now because I see what people are saying, but to me, it's more mental than it is physical. Like the lapses that they have or whatever, like nothing's changed as far as we got to improve from the outside with the shots and stuff like this, but the consistency of getting it done when they need to. And doesn't it seem like this team too, when they need a bucket, when they need, that player to go on that run or that stop, they seem to find a way to do it. And maybe because it's a little bit ugly. It's not pretty.
Which I don't get.
I don't get where we've been. Do you remember, was it 2 years ago? We were 14 wins or 17 wins?
Well, it's not even that, D-Mac. Like, it's separate from that. The Orlando game where they missed, what were they, 4 for 30 from 3, whatever that number was, people just blew right past the point. They scored 66 points in the paint.
And we won by a spread.
And what we're
double
saying,
digits.
What we're saying here is, yes, that's how good your team is to be able to compensate for that in the regular season against lesser teams. But in the playoffs, you do that. You're not going to get 66 usually in the paint against a playoff team, and you got to shoot it. What do you expect for putting up 30 shots? You got to make 10, 12 of them? I mean, is that the minimum requirement?
Well, for
to
Detroit,
be like if this was a play, like what would you be happy with spending if they're jacking 33s in a game?
Yeah,
what's the mid 12?
Mid 30%. If you get league average shooting with the way you dominate the paint, you're going to be a tough out for anybody, and especially with Isaiah Stewart coming back, this is going to be his first game back from suspension, so that'll be a good boost. But with the way this team just dominates people in the paint, if you get average shooting from the perimeter, you'll win most games.
Woodward Sports Super Chat, sideless. Pistons historically don't rug pull us like some. Also in the Woodward Sports Chat there, Wheezy D313, Dan Ass Jenkins. Boy, that turned quickly, didn't it?
Well, Wheezy D313 hates Dennis because he's a Jaden Ivey truther. So that should.
So he walks around telling everybody he's a DMP again?
Yeah.
Jaden Ivey's a DMP? Because if you were being a Jaden Ivey truther, that would be the truth you were
remember
spewing.
that's Derrick Rose. Jalen Ivey was Derrick Rose.
That's what I was told. Came up just short.
As he's out for the year.
But, that's the way that it works. No, it's just, Aaron to the Stone, Neal Beef Stew is back tonight finally. Over under, he gets a tech before the first half is finished. I would imagine he would sit that out. DNC ENT, I'm literally looking at what you just put in there right now because it's telling. D-Mac, you talked about the NBA championship. The odds to win the East, it's basically the Celtics and Cavs co-favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Celtics are plus 250, Cavs are plus 260. That's literally the same.
Even though we beat the Cavs and have a pretty good chance of beating them tonight, too.
The Pistons and Knicks are basically the same as well. Pistons are plus 410, Knicks are plus 420. So when you talked about the Pistons at 15-1 to win the championship, I would tell you if you're interested in that, then I think the move is the Pistons at 4-1 to win the East, and then take some of that winnings and sprinkle it on, YOLO some of that to win the chip. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, Spenny, I'll ask you because you're probably one of the biggest basketball dudes here. Real quick before we get to Dr. Pierce, if you had to bet your house payment if the Pistons played the Celtics, who would you bet it on in the playoffs? Tatum back.
I would bet on the Pistons because I can't bet on. I wouldn't bet against them.
If you had to bet to keep your house, who would you bet on?
I would bet on the Pistons.
Hell yes, Benny.
Because you'd rather be homeless betting on the Pistons
Yes.
than having two houses betting on the Celtics.
Exactly.
That's the way you answer that question.
Hell yes, Benny.
All right, let's go. We have Dr. Pierce
Love
here
that.
in the house. As always, it is Tuesday. So as always, we catch up with Dr. Pierce here, brought to you by the Michigan Sports and Spine Center, MRI of Southfield as well. Doc, as always, we appreciate the time. Where are you, California now?
I'm in San Diego.
Wow.
Oh, what a prick.
What a pull.
This
Yeah,
guy.
it's not the rock doc, the pickleball doc, whatever. It's a dick doc.
Yeah, well,
Richard.
that's a
Dr.
different field, D-Mac.
Doc.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's an entire different
That's
field.
only during
I didn't-
sports
yeah,
physicals.
whatever.
Only
That's
during
rude,
sports
Doc.
physicals.
What is it, like 81?
No, it's a balming 72 right now, but it'll be, it's early here. We'll get up to 80.
Yeah.
No, I'm out here for my son's lacrosse tournament.
Man.
So you want to hear funny before you guys find out about it? You ready?
Yes.
There's a spotting of Dr. Pierce back on the field. My kid, I'm playing, for MSU lacrosse, the doc for the team. We had two
Really?
guys go down yesterday. Yep, and my daughter, in all classic style of my children, and Mac will contest to this, that they love making fun of me. I would call it no more than a valet jaunt out to the injured player, and she filmed me running onto the field. So,
Can she
maybe
send that to us, please?
Hey, please, we need that footage,
We need
Doc.
to see Doc in action.
You know what we need to do, D-Mac? We have to
Break
do
it down.
like Hutchinson.
Like a Hutch.
Yeah. We'll do it like the Hutchinson thing. Can we do that, Doc? Can we get that footage for next time?
Hey, I'll tell you this. You better ask Paige to send it. You better send it to us before I ask Paige to send it to me. Because it'll only end up worse. So, we got to see you in action, Doc. People haven't seen you in action. They only heard about you.
That's right. I got on the field experience. It's funny, the trainer. So we're at San Diego State University out here. Beautiful field. Tough game. They ended up losing 13-10. My son got a goal, which was exciting. But the trainer's looking. He's doing the whole thing. It was a knee injury. And he's just looking at me. Oh, you must be the father. I go, no, I'm one of the doctors. He goes, wow, they're traveling out here with a doctor. That's pretty cool. I go, yeah, no, that's my son out there too. So I'm pulling me out of retirement.
Yeah. All right, Doc.
Dude, it felt good to be on the field, though. I'll tell you.
I know we got to see that footage. All right, Doc. Let's get on to business here. I wanted to bring this up and talk about this. The David Montgomery thing. The David Montgomery trade. It took the city by storm yesterday. when it dropped.
Right.
And
Me too.
I present this to you because it seems to be a real thing. Running backs and pushing age 30, after age 30, you see their contracts for the most part fall off. There are one or two exceptions, but the rule is around 30 is the shelf life for an NFL running back. We've seen quarterbacks play well into their 40s. Tom Brady is another one of those exceptions to the rule because he lived his life to play football, everything he put in his body and everything. But Aaron Rodgers into his 40s. What is it about the running, other than it's a car crash, it's a literal car crash? What's the science behind that, Doc? The running back and the age 30 falling off.
You can't discredit the car crashes. I mean, to be honest, it's more of a wear and tear, and also you're talking about. I got beat up on the chat before on this. That your average lifespan of a football player is 4.5 years. So you're talking about a guy coming out, maybe now they're coming out in the 22, 23 years old, and you're talking 27. So the running back that's hitting their 30s is already over the average, and they are the ones taking the most pain. They're taking on the most high velocity hits. They're going into the line. If you have to pick one player, and you can all chime in here, but a running back is the one that takes on the most collisions and gears up for a collision. He knows he's not running free. A receiver, they can run free. Defensive guys, they determine how hard they're going to hit somebody. Running back, he is the target. So you're talking about wear and tear. You're talking about a little bit of luck, a lot of bit of luck to survive, to your 30s, for one. And yes, longevity is, it's the analytics. It's the analytics of the numbers that you're going to sustain something. There's a wear and tear to your body. But like I've said so many times, the players, number one, if they've had an injury, they're taking better care of themselves. Tom Brady, he doesn't get enough credit of how well he took care of himself.
I agree.
And he avoided hits. Running backs, Montgomery, hard-nosed running backs are collision makers. Running quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, great example. He's a running quarterback. He's creating collisions. Collisions lead to high risk of high injuries. So it's a wear and tear. For a guy that gets through it, he's got a lot of damage, a lot of micro trauma. Every one of those hits caused some type of micro trauma to their spine, to their joints, everything. Their whole body's being beaten up. I mean, they don't truly recover and feel better for at least, on average, I'm just throwing it out there, probably 2 months after the season till their body feels like, okay, I feel normal again. Decker's a great example. He's like, I feel beat up right now. Now he feels that, what's it been, about a month and a half since the season ended. These guys need true recovery times, freedom to their bodies, freedom of their joints. It's you don't want to say it, but it is. It's a wear and tear for the most part. They're higher risk as they age. They don't bounce back like a baby where an injury they're going to recover. These things are lingering. So Montgomery, what is his age? I was meant to look it up.
29 in
29
June.
now, yep.
He's 29. So, look at it from the other end. What's Montgomery doing from a mental standpoint? It's Gibbs's backfield. Is he ever going to have a backfield? He got disrespected last year. Was it an age thing that the Lions let him go or didn't want to hold on him too tight? Maybe. But he wants his own backfield where it's his backfield. And I think it's a big loss. And, now you're talking about Gibbs taking more snaps, more running plays. Is he at risk of injury? I know some of the chat is talking about that. Are we going to see Gibbs go down because he can't, bear the load? Yeah, I think that's going to play a factor, especially with the Rock'em Sock'em Lions. You're talking about it. And if they don't get more creative on their offensive line, Gibbs, how many games did Gibbs save us this year? How many games did he win because of his performance? Spencer, you should know that, or Neal. I need help on that answer.
What you're telling me, though, from what I'm hearing, though, is that you have to look at it differently than you did even, I'm go 30 years, but even 10 years ago. It's because of individually right? Yes, this might be the case, but how guys are preparing themselves, or how fast they recover, or if it's different guys. So the running backs, it seems more so too. Yeah, it could be a consistency to the car crash, but you got to look at each individual guy, and especially now in 2026 with the way the medical field is, the way that nutrition is, the way that everything else is. Do you find that more so you can go into the 30s? Like we're talking about running backs, like it's like 29 years old. Is it like the specific case you got to look at, okay, what concussion problems, what injuries he had and whatever, but you have to do that sort of individually and see what the guy's bringing to the table.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I'm glad you brought it up. Everybody's an individual, but when you're talking stats and analytics, that's what these bean counters and these guys in the back room are looking at. Montgomery is taking good care of himself. I don't have his injury list, but it's not a long one, and he's done well. He's in that training room. I mean, the Lions have been good with, keeping themselves healthy. But you're absolutely right. You can't just go, 29, 30, he's done in a year or so. It's what they're doing. I think the Tom Brady's, the Aaron Rodgers, the guys, that are lasting longer are influencing the younger guys in the locker room. And you're going to get that. And I think Montgomery, it's real money now. I mean, these guys, I hate to bring the business and the money into it, but getting 1 to 2 more years out of a career is difference between $5 to $40 million these days. I mean, it's real generational money for these guys. And they're very encouraged, and there's a lot of science. Like I always refer back to talking to Mickey Redmond. What was the recovery process? It was 3 beers with the bartender telling you your aches and pains. That was it. Now it's like you're getting hooked up to oxygen chambers and nutritionists that tell you that you need to eat the greens and be healthy, and a Whoop that's watching every second of your life. I mean, we have all the technology. It really gets down to, and they asked me on the show last time about injured players, it gets down to the mental toughness. Mental is playing more of a role in 2026 or in 2020s than it did 10 years ago. It's that mental toughness. It's what's going to get you through. It's their dedication. I know, there's a lot of talk about, I don't know if you guys were going to talk about the Ohio State player. He's moving down in the draft.
Caleb
Did you guys
Downs.
want to talk about? Yeah. Did you guys want to mention that, or I'm just rolling here?
No, yeah.
I mean, just to close out with Montgomery and age, one, absolutely, it's individual. It's what's their dedication. Are they showing up? Are they screwing off? Are they staying out too late? What's their eating habits? What's the nutritional protocols? Are they doing the cold plunges? Cold plunges is the key thing. Are they? How much secret sauce are they getting in a year to survive? What's their mental mentality? Are they going to go through the line? What's the guy's name that eats all the Skittles from Seattle?
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch. He was that guy. He could be a good subject of. He was on when he was on. It was almost like he had multiple personalities. I want to play football. I don't want to play football. I'm going to be dedicated. I'm not going to be dedicated. That's more of a variable roller coaster, but he had the skill set. Montgomery's got the skill set, and he's got the work ethic. So did Texans get a great player? I think time will tell, but I'm voting for a thumbs up on Montgomery doing well in Texas and performing in that offense. Is Gibbs going to get injured? I don't want to wish anything on it, but he's going to take more snaps. He's going to have more responsibility, and we got to get our throwing game in. We got to mix it up a little bit better than we did in 25-26. But to get to the OSU guy, do you guys want to? How are we doing here?
But yeah, because we're up against it now, Doc. We can table that one and come back with it next Tuesday, because I think that's a good springboard.
Yeah, I mean, that guy is like, he's showing knee injury. He's showing everything. But then you also see that he's got the football smarts and the football education. And I think that plays a major role in that decision-making. I think I'll take football smarts with a little bit of injury and responsibility and maturity over a guy who's just running around in circles out there. So...
Yeah, and I will too. In the future, I'm going to catch up with you on the draft stuff. And guys, now they're saying guys are too old and that kind of stuff. So I do want to catch up with you about that. We'll get to that one in the future, though, Doc. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, as far as the Pistons and the Celtics, I'm with Spenny. I think Tatum comes back healthy and strong. He may be, Pistons are rolling. I think they got a lot going on. I know you guys were yelling about the suspensions and it's going to ruin them going into the playoffs, but I think what they go with the suspensions? They lost one game or something.
Yeah, just one. Yeah, absolutely. He's back now. So,
And
yeah,
you got
Doc,
a full
appreciate the
team.
time as always, my
All
friend.
right,
We'll check back in next Tuesday.
Thanks, Doc. Have fun.
Yep, California
All right,
Doc
take care.
Pierce.
Dick.
Dr. Pierce.
Shout out
everybody.
Dr. Pierce.
Yeah, he's the best, man. Love Doc, no doubt about it.
Did
Real
you like
quick.
that, Alex?
Oh,
Doc
yeah.
said he didn't want to bring money into it, and I knew you were over there going, God dang, that's my
Yeah.
guy.
I was going to say that. We ran out of time. I was going to say, well, Doc, unfortunately, you're like Alex, and, you don't understand that money plays a part in all
Must be
that.
Doc's
forbid.
generational. There it is.
God forbid we want other things other than money to play factors into things.
Real quick in the chat, Patrick Oforia, unless you're Derrick Henry. Well, even Derrick Henry is only 32 right now.
Yeah.
And it looks like
It's coming soon.
You can see it.
Yeah.
You can 100% see it. And Derrick Henry, again, that's the exception, not the rule. He's in the Brady school of everything he puts in his body is geared to punish people. Like, doesn't eat regular food, doesn't eat food, period. He fasts until dinner time.
Yeah.
So, he's built differently, needless to say. Pat Guitar will ride on this one. Pat Guitar, Neal, I know you were just trolling generational Alex, but Alex is right. His story isn't finished. Tom Brady is not generational. You said so. 6th-round pick, but he became generational. You're welcome. Well, Pat Guitar, Tom Brady didn't come out and tell me he was going to be generational and said, you've never seen a freshman like me. Bryce Underwood said that. So, Pat Guitar, you're welcome. All right, everybody. Have a good day. We'll be back at top 5 breakups. Can't wait. D-Mac, Intern Damon, Generational Alex, Spencer Ratch. I'm Neal Ruhl. Well, see you later.